She know I'm a G. I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize, I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 545.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast. Tua off the play fake. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up third down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
That's caught for the first. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Handoff running left, A-Chain. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Tua looking to throw. Taken in by Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Here's Tua again. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To the air yet again. Tunga Bailoa. Big man showing up the yards. Touchdown, Miami. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down throw here from Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 39. He gets this one to Gould. And he stopped cold at the spot. He paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He locates Adonai Mitchell. It's a race down the right side. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts finish off their opening drive. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running left, here's A-Chain. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. They go play action with Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one he chalked up to the pressure of earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. That's caught beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. A-Chan reels it in. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. A-Chain running to the right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Throw on 3rd down. Nothing there left side as it ends up and long. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Working quickly here. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. Catch is made down the right sideline. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. We've reached the end of one in this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Able to find Achane. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Throwing on third and long. And in for the Miami touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Gets this to Woods. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bowler like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On first down, it's Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. He's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 35-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's got his man, that's Alec Pierce. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Out of of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Colts can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts tie things up at 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Dolphins take over the first at their own 22-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A-chain on the inside give. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Quiddy Pay there to take him down. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Dolphins pushing for a score before the break. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. 2 now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, here's Tua. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Off the mark there, incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Pete, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Going on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Achan. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's in 2nd. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Now Tagovailoa on 4th. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First down throw here from Richardson. He lets one fly deep downfield. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Gay with the point after. And the Colts tie this game at 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
A final throw before the break. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And the Dolphins take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again. Here's Tua. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami! The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd down carry for Taylor. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Richardson. He has the first over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That's him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Dolphins.
From the 35 on 2nd down. This one finds Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll throw again, Richardson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 2nd and inches at the 16-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Caught near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. Taylor. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. Offense in the hurry up here. Another shot for Taylor. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Colts cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts tie us up 28-all. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They're out and set, first and 10. Tagovailoa back to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Tua now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Back to throw, Tua. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Sticking in the air, it's Tagovailoa. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Rodney Thomas has got it. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. Buys time, rolling right. Fits it through the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot at the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here's Tua again. This one's taken in by Hill. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's first and 10. Here's Tagovailoa again. On target to Waddle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, it's Tagovailoa. That one's cut along the left sideline. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. He goes to the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. That's Julian Blackman. And the Colts finally see the return stopped. They're going to take over following the interception at the 45-yard line.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Oh, he lost the football! And the Dolphins got it! Off to the races, middle of the field! And Miami returns this to the end zone. Touchdown! The Dolphins now trailed by just a point in the 4th. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Another carry for him. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted. Just stopping the quick pass, became real easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Taylor will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's 2nd and goal. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Now to throw. Oh, my goodness. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins have it with 99 yards to go. They're at the 1.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. Finds his man, Waddle. And he's out of bounds with the first. Only 17 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw it. Up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And they go to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, things work a little bit different, and we know that some folks have been confused by this. So both teams guaranteed 1 possession regardless of who wins the coin toss here. And if after those 2 drives we're still tied, then an entire season comes down to who can score first. It has been a heavyweight fight to begin these playoffs, and we're not done yet. The kick is away, and overtime has begun. Chooses to bring this one out. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Chased out to his right. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Richardson on third. That's caught for the first. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. They'll throw again. Richardson. On target to his man Taylor. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there. They netted some positive yards.
And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Forced out to his right. He's running for it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room. Just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Now Richardson on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. So remember, even if they reach pay dirt, other side still gets to answer in the playoffs. They're on the right track, but still plenty of work to go to put that touchdown up.
Seeing those chains move is so critical in that opening drive. It's kind of like getting a runner on base, Kate, in the top of the baseball inning. It just sets the table for more to come. Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts. Taylor now up the middle. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. They'll run here from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now remember, the other side has a shot to answer a touchdown here in playoff OT, but that might not even come into play if they don't figure out a way to salvage this opening possession.
Yeah, you can forget about them overtime rules. These guys defensively want to take those out of the picture. And that kind of effort, well, gets them pretty darn close to it.
And the defender comes away with it. And the Dolphins are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd down carry for H.A. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Well, this is just the game that never ends, it seems. That overtime is in the books. It's time to flip the field and start another one as we wait for a winner. And postseason overtime differs from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things anymore. Both teams guaranteed a possession. And if we're still tied after each team has had the football once, we then go to sudden death, and the first score takes it. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Working quickly here. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. That's completed right side. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
A-Chain running to the right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast. A-Chain again on second. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
A-Chan reels it in. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Oh no, they get him yet again! That's Julian Blackman. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. And that was the type of game you can only hope for in the postseason.